Jason
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, guys. We're here, episode 3 of Love Across Miles podcast.
Woo! Nah.
Wow, you're really good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You might
Bailey.
have to let me do the intro one day.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to put the first part in there so that they know I asked you to do it and you just sat there quiet.
You mustn't have asked nice enough.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. So, Bailey, what's up?
Not much.
Living life.
Yeah, kicking back. Yeah.
It's been a crummy day where we are. It's kind of dark in here. We need to get some lights. So follow our podcast so we can get some money to get lights.
Yeah, we broke. Candles aren't cutting it.
No, not quite. I feel like we'd never really mentioned the fact that we're engaged, or as other people would say, engaged.
Yeah, you like to call it engaged.
Engaged, yeah, that's how I pronounce it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're engaged. I feel like we didn't mention that in our little story about long distance because that came later.
I did.
Yep,
Much later.
much later.
Yeah, I was in trouble for that one.
Much
Oh, cut
much
it. Good things
later.
take time.
Yeah, 5 years later, actually. We dated for 5 years
Well,
before.
could have been 6.
That's not funny. That is, no, it wouldn't have been 6. We wouldn't have even made it dating 6 if that's how long I had to wait.
Oh, little darling.
Yeah, we got engaged 5 months ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. It was on our 5-year anniversary.
Yep.
Very cute, very cute. I was not expecting it at all.
No, I did try and keep it a secret.
You did a good job of that. I will give you that.
I thought you were onto me as well.
Not a clue. No. In fact, I thought you were not doing anything regarding
Yeah,
getting
every time
prepared.
we'd walk past a jewelry shop or something, I'd get that evil eyes. And
Yeah, I'm like, hello, like, want to take me in? Like, let's
Yeah.
try some rings on, dude. Like, hello, like, do you even know what I like? Like, I'm trying to drop hints. I got so blunt in the end. I was just like sending this videos. I like this.
Yeah.
How about this? You know, I wasn't discreet about it at all.
No, you were not. Nope.
No, well, and honestly, by the time, you know, you told me at the end of 2024, like, it was like New Year's. You're like, oh, this is the year we're going to get engaged. 2025.
I didn't lie.
You didn't lie,
I had a
but
plan.
it's coming
didn't
around
think I had a plan.
November. It's December. He proposed on our anniversary, which is in December, middle of December. And I'm like, okay, like, this guy has nothing planned. It's definitely not happening this year. I'm like, you know, I started saying probably like October. I was like, you know, it does take a few months. Like, if you're going to like custom
You were just off
design
the
a
whole
ring.
situation. You were
Oh, I
off
was
me.
just mad. I was over it. But I hadn't, because you're not normally someone that's like prepared and stuff.
I don't like being prepared.
Yeah, we know.
I get just as much done as someone that is prepared.
Okay, well, you do
It's
you.
not hard to not be prepared.
Gosh. Well, anyway, we finally, yeah, it was our anniversary,
Yeah.
a Thursday night of all nights. But anyway, we were
Does
like,
a night matter?
yeah.
Hang on.
Well, I was at work all day.
Okay, I missed that memo altogether.
What? It wasn't night? What do you?
No, the whole Thursday night thing is we're meant to be a Friday night.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying that was
Oh.
wrong. I was just like, oh, I had to go to work the next day.
Ah, right. I'm with you now.
I should have called in sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like running late. That was the one day I got really bad traffic coming home from work. It took me like an hour to get home.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was like, oh, I'm not stressed. It's our anniversary. Like, it's okay. It's going to be a good evening. Like, we're going to... Bailey didn't tell me what we were going to do. I just said, oh, I want to go out to dinner. Like, you know, just get some nice food or something.
Yeah. I had it all planned.
Yeah. Do you want to say what you
Yeah.
planned?
Since we moved away together, we have our favorite pizza.
Yeah.
Amore pizza.
Which means love.
Yeah, so I learned. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I thought it was just a cool name. And yeah, we went for a picnic on the beach.
Yeah, we got the pizza. You had it scheduled to pick up. And we like hiked down the beach. Like,
Yeah.
we were wading in knee deep water with the pizza. Just
Yeah, it was so
carrying the
funny.
pizza on
To
the
get
beach.
to where I wanted to go, we had to like cross a little water crossing, but it was so much deeper that day.
Yeah.
Everything
yeah.
was just not going to plan
No,
straight
but
up.
I had not suspected a thing. Like, I was just kind of like in casual clothes. Like,
Yeah.
I was going to wear this hot pink sparkly
Yeah.
shirt. And I was like, oh, like, should I wear this? Because at that point, I didn't know what we were doing yet. And then you told me, oh, we're going to do a picnic on the beach. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Like,
I was like, oh, it might be a bit cold. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's December in Australia. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. But
you could go butt naked and it wouldn't hurt.
that wouldn't be too nice. But yeah, I was just not expecting anything. I'm like, oh, this is the best, like my favorite pizza ever, chilling on the beach. And it was like quiet part of the beach. Yeah. And then we hadn't even started eating yet. And you like set up the phone, which a lot of people have said to me, oh, I would have known as soon as he set up the phone. Okay. Well, I think we've mentioned this before.
They don't know me.
Bailey's not good at photos. And I'm always like, you need to take more photos. You need to take more photos. So I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. He's taking a photo of us, like setting up a video so we can do a little screenshot. Because like I think my phone was like 1% or something. I was like, oh, I don't need to be on my phone. Like it's our anniversary. I just want to hang out or whatever. So he's in charge of the photos. Well, he set up the video and I just saw him with a box in his hand and jaw hit the floor. Was not expecting that. That came out of left field.
Yeah, I mean, it was very... I made it hard for myself in a way.
How so?
Like getting the ring and stuff.
Yeah,
like
well...
designing it, changing my design.
Yeah.
Going back to my original design, then changing that again, and then getting it posted, tracking number not working.
I had no idea
Missed
any of
the
this was
postal
going
service delivered to home.
Yeah.
Like, pick it up. They were trying to close the post office and they had like a
"No, you
truckload
gotta
of
let me
deliveries
in."
and I was like, look, I'm coming over that counter regardless. I need that ring today.
This was 2 days before the
2 days
proposal.
before, and I'm glad I did because I didn't like the box it came in.
Yeah.
Well,
It didn't
was still
come in
a
an
really,
actual...
Yeah, it was a nice box it came in, I should say.
Not one that would
Shouldn't write
fit
the
in your
box off,
pocket.
but not one I could just go,
Propose with.
Yeah, so it took a little bit of running around. I couldn't have made it any worse for myself.
Yeah. But it all
Anyway.
worked out.
Yeah, you said yes. So. I mean,
We got there
yeah,
in the end.
that's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was exciting. I was not expecting it at all. Yeah. Pretty crazy times.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wasn't lying. We got engaged in 2024. What year is it? Yeah. I think I said the wrong year earlier.
Yeah, it was 2023 I said it.
Yeah, you're right. I said it wrong earlier.
Yeah, it was 2024 we got engaged, so.
Well, we made it
We did.
through long distance and now we're in love. Well, anyway, that's our little engagement story. I feel like we didn't really mention that at all because that was
forgot that one.
kind of in the future. But yeah, I feel like today we're going to talk about a topic that was really hard while we were apart, and it's celebrating milestones and holidays while you're doing long distance. Yeah, that's kind of one of the harder days.
Definitely. There's no easy way to do that.
No, I feel like when you're in a long distance relationship, it's always kind of like emotions are high. Like you're sad, you miss each other, you want to see each other, but like a holiday comes around. Oh, it's Valentine's Day or your anniversary or Christmas and you can't be together. Yeah. And that's, I feel like for me, that's
birthdays.
When emotions came out. Yeah, birthdays.
Everything you miss.
Yeah, it was a lot harder.
I'm trying to think of like the main...
Those days.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like what came with it is there's a lot of ways to kind of make it a little bit more bearable. It's always going to be hard. It's always going to, kind of be not fun. You want to spend it together and like you can't just fly here and there for every birthday, every event or, if you're further apart.
I think one thing that helped us was like we would plan for them holidays.
Yes. Yeah.
Like planning it was a big part because you can't just go into a phone call and be like, I've got 10 minutes. Happy birthday, rah. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You need to schedule it into your day that I'm going to be on the phone to you for an hour or 2 hours even on your birthday. You just made it a part of your day to do that.
Yeah.
So planning was a big thing for us.
On the same note of planning, like, especially if you wanted to send a gift or something, like especially for Christmas and birthdays, I feel like was when we mainly did gifts and
so
Valentine's Day as well.
Yeah, and that was like we had to plan that 2.5 weeks before.
Yeah, even more sometimes.
2.5 weeks like questionable.
It's depending.
That's for international for us.
Yeah. But even though you can't just like go buy flowers on the way to seeing someone for Valentine's Day, like you'd have to coordinate something ahead of time.
Yeah, it was things like that. And then it was also like if the parcel did happen to turn up a little bit before, like I remember we weren't opening it until
Yes.
you wouldn't open it until your actual whatever event we were celebrating.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's true as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Like you send a card or a box of something. Yeah. For Christmas and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
another thing that was also hard was that, especially for us, like with the time zones, we're on different days. Like every time we talk, we're almost never on the same exact day. So like if it is Christmas, it's Christmas where Bailey is, but it's Christmas Eve where I am. So you're kind of dealing with that time lag as well, which was kind of hard. I remember.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah. Like New Year's specifically.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I would call you when it was your midnight, or you would call me. We would be in completely different years. Like,
yeah.
That's long distance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like things that we done to help the situation. Was like definitely planning.
Yeah, that's like
we definitely planned,
#1.
and planning was like the biggest part for us.
Yeah.
Making the effort to get the gifts or whatever.
Yeah. That was
tough for me because I was like, you were really good at that.
I tried.
Yeah. I don't shop in general really, but I really struggled on finding gifts, one that we were allowed to send.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
true.
a lot of things you'd think you're going to get through customs and they just go, nope.
Yeah.
Or you get it and it's been opened and it's like wrecked or something.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I would say one tip for that, if you can't actually get a box and pack a gift into it yourself, like I think I mentioned this before, like order something online.
Yeah, 100%.
And just send it to their address. Like you can even, if a certain company, like for us, like there's some countries that don't ship to Australia at all or vice versa.
Yeah.
And like you could just go on there, send something to me. I think you did that before. You ordered me like my workout clothes and stuff. Like
yeah, I did. Yeah. I've done a few things like just an American website that I got sent to your house.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do now.
Very.
Like I said, our little hack was PayPal.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just our little hack. There's
Send
no
money.
interest on it. It's literally just the money translation, like whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Currency. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how we done it. It was just all through PayPal. Yeah, that was a pretty big part for us.
Yeah. And another milestone that we unfortunately had to celebrate was how many days we spent apart. So it was okay, it's been 100 days. It's been 200 days.
Hey, I even missed your graduation.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember having to watch a graduation, your graduation. I mean, everyone had to do that during COVID.
My graduation was online, so it was like live stream, but
yeah. I mean, a lot of people did have to do that in general, relationship or not. But we had already missed out on so much.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a kick in the guts.
Yeah. Very not fun.
But yeah, that was just another thing that we done. I was like, I planned. I had like, I don't know if I was working or not, but I remember being on the phone for like hours on end.
Yeah.
I watched the
true.
the graduation. My whole family did actually.
Yeah. It was like early in the morning for you, I think.
Yeah. And that's actually probably another good tip for them is like, just in like a whole sense of long distances, like our families were involved. Like I hadn't met your parents at this point, and I still said hello to them on the phone, not formally introduced, but you know.
Yeah, but you still had conversations with them, and like they felt like they knew you, and vice versa.
Yeah, and that definitely helped because it's like you're not alone.
Yeah, yeah, especially like on holidays and stuff. Like,
because your parents were also like, who's this boyfriend on the other side of the world that you know we're talking to every day?
Yeah,
it would have been hard for them too because they're like, hey, we want to meet you, but it's like they couldn't do that either.
Very true. Yeah. And like even your family sent like a whole box of like gifts, like some for me, but then also little things for my family as well.
Yeah,
so
they did. Yeah, my family did, and yours done the same for us. And they still do. So yeah, that's a really good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, definitely.
If you can involve your family just on like the Christmas holidays and birthdays or just anything. I mean, we all celebrate different holidays from America to here or anywhere in the world.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Bailey never had Thanksgiving. No. So yeah, that was like a huge holiday for me growing up.
That
which
was
like
unreal.
Yes, Bailey actually got to come to the US.
Still trying to lose some weight from that bad boy.
I made you do the turkey trot.
I haven't eaten
canceled
since.
out.
I haven't eaten since.
No, yeah, I got Bailey when he did finally, we were able to travel and stuff. And one of our trips back to the U.S., we were there for Thanksgiving. So I got to experience that for the first time. And it was like a moment like that kind of makes all of that hard time when we did spend every holiday apart kind of worth it. And
oh, yeah.
it's like now we get to spend it together every year. And like it's been really kind of crazy to think like, oh, we've been together so long. Like we said just the other day, we've been to like 7 or 8 weddings together now, like in person together.
Yeah.
And you know,
it does really get away.
Yeah.
Get away on you.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, just thinking of those hard times, but it's like, oh, we're on the other side now, and it is worth it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So anyway, back to it.
One thing that we didn't get to do, which hopefully no one is in this situation as well, but surely there are. We didn't have an end date of when we were going to see each other. So we couldn't be like, oh, it's only 50 days till we see each other.
Yeah, that's true. We could never say like it's our last Christmas without each other. Or
we had no idea.
Yeah, you're right.
That was pretty hard. So we were kind of counting the other way, which was not fun. Counting up, oh, it's been 600 days now.
Yeah.
Not ideal. No, not ideal. But yes, that was hard. But hopefully, like, if you do kind of have those milestones where you're counting down, like, look forward to that. Like, it is worth planning, like, a little date night or something, FaceTime date.
Planning's the key too.
Like, oh, there's only 25 days till we see each other. Let's, you know.
Oh, we've said it before and we'll say it again. Like, we don't need to sugarcoat it. Every relationship takes effort, but long distance just feels like it's just a whole different can of worms.
Yeah. And it's like actually quite draining. Like,
it's draining, and you really have to open up your imagination.
Yeah, you do.
Like, in a huge way.
Yeah.
More stuff we can get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that sense, it's like you need to just imagine, like, or think about like the activities you can do together through FaceTime.
Right.
And just to be able to celebrate their milestones together. Like, I remember it was one of Kendall's birthdays, and we FaceTime her, and my whole family sang you happy birthday through FaceTime. Yeah. And we ate a cake for Kendall.
And everything, yes.
I think, one of like my niece or nephew, one of them, well, they probably all 3 of them did.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they blew the candles out and stuff for her. Like, it's just like, again, being involved with the family for the milestones, it really helps because you don't feel like you're alone as much.
Very true. Yeah. That was really helpful.
Yeah. And vice versa, like Kendall's little brother.
Yeah, we did a whole...
He'd love me saying that on here.
Oh, yeah.
Little Jackie
shout
boy.
out. He did.
Miss you, mate.
Brother. Yes.
Yeah, so it was things like that, like his birthday, I'd love to FaceTime them and things like that.
Yes, yeah, definitely being involved in their world as well, like even friends and family, being involved in the events that they're celebrating, even if it is a quick FaceTime while they're at a birthday party or something, just check in, say, hey, that kind of does change things and make you feel a bit more connected.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Another thing I did for your birthday one year was I got together all of my family to do a video.
Just about to say the same thing.
For Bailey.
Yeah.
Yes. A few weeks before Bailey's birthday, I was like, oh, I want to like get him something, but I was like, I don't know, I probably did send you a gift or something. I can't remember at this point, but
I think you did.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, what can I do? Something special. So I got all of my family members to each record a video of them saying happy birthday to Bailey and like made a little iMovie
hadn't
video.
Met me at this point.
Yeah. No, they hadn't met.
And this is what I'm talking about with your imagination.
Yes.
It's like, it was a crack up the video. It was so awesome.
Well, the first intro part was me like breakdancing in the driveway, like
cutting it on
go
a skateboard.
Shorty, it's your birthday.
Yeah. But you'd use your imagination.
I had to get creative.
Planned it.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps the times that you're missing out.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was cool. And then after I got the video, I like didn't just send it to Bailey because I was like, I want like, this to be a bit more special than just like getting a text video, whatever. Like, so I actually sent it to his family and got them. They were all over, and even your friend was there.
Yeah, my friend was there.
for his birthday, and they put it on the TV.
Yeah.
And I got them to record
I had no
Bailey's
idea.
reaction. Yeah, because
I had no idea.
Yeah, they
I was
recorded.
just sitting there and I was just seeing you pop up. And
Yes.
it was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty special.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's another great way to do things, and another really good reason to be involved with the family and friends and the people around your long distance friend or partner is they can kind of help you do surprises for them. Like for me, I did that once as well with your family. Got the whole little, I can't remember what the occasion was. I don't think it was your birthday or anything, but got like a whole tray of like goodies and snacks and food and stuff. Do you remember that? And it was on your bed?
I just had surgery on my shoulder.
Oh, it was after your surgery.
I'd had surgery on my shoulder, and you had organised my sisters to make this like just a big
I wanted
feast.
like some chocolate covered strawberries or something because we always say how much we like those. And they like made a little thing, like a little board with snacks and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And set it up in his room.
Bit of a care package.
Yeah, a little care package kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't necessarily organize that from afar. That wasn't really something I could get sent in the mail.
No.
So they did that and like put me on FaceTime on someone's phone and like just sat me there next to the thing, and like you went into your room and I was like, hey.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. That was another like really fun idea that we did.
And that was just something you planned.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like there's no occasion. I'm really into holidays and like celebrating and just little things. Like I'm going to celebrate half birthdays and all of that stuff.
Birthday week, birthday month.
Birthday year.
Birthday was yesterday. Doesn't matter.
But yeah. So I feel like when you're apart, like why not go a little extra mile to make a random day special or,
Yeah. Yeah. And like we said, it's not going to be easy. You have to put the effort in.
For sure.
And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to put the effort in to any long distance, anything,
it's
just simply not going to work.
No, that's
true. It was
by
by far the most like demanding thing we had to go through.
And I feel like especially it's hard because like imagine, I'll just use like Christmas for an example. Like a lot of times people normally have like your family and friends come over, so you're busy and stuff. Like if you can't be together on those holidays, like you're busy, you have things going on, you might not be in the same time zone. So it's like, oh, I want to spend time with my family out here. Everyone's playing games, but I want to duck away for half an hour to call you. It's like, it takes a lot. Like it's really hard. Like you're, have to put in that extra effort. And it's like, you're being pulled in two directions. Like you want to just be in the moment, but you have someone who's obviously important to you.
Yeah.
Who's far away. Yeah. And just a small note about, obviously we're normally talking about relationship wise, but like friends and stuff. I think it's so special when it's like a holiday and I get a text from some of my best friends, Merry Christmas, whatever, things like that. Happy Thanksgiving, like thankful for you. Things like that is really kind of special. And it doesn't have to be as obviously involved. Like you don't need like a 2-hour date or something with your bestie, but like,
And that'll never change for us.
Yeah.
In our situation, I mean, like I've said, no matter where we are, it's going to be that for us. Like, someone's going to need to keep in contact with someone. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're from the farthest part of the world. That's so far from everything.
Coolest. But so yeah, I mean, it is going to be always like, it's always going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to put the effort in.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we just had Mother's Day, so we spent it like with your family and stuff, but it kind of worked out, the time zone change. It was like that day was like Mother's Day here. Then like the next day I like called all my family at home.
Yeah.
Because it was like where they were, it was then Mother's Day. So it was like,
that did work out well.
That kind of works. You kind of have 2 days to celebrate with the time zone change, which works for us.
Yep.
Makes it kind of fun.
Yep.
2-day birthday as well.
Yeah, that's right. And like, it was only just this past week, like, you had sent like gift vouchers. You'd just gone online and sent a gift voucher.
Yep, for a birthday.
And you can do that now. You just go onto a website. Like a lot of people would know this already. You go onto a website, buy it, send the email of a QR code.
Yes.
And away you go.
Such a great, easy way to just
Celebrate.
show someone you're thinking of them on a special occasion. Yeah, because I think it's so easy to just say, oh, well, it's too difficult to organize that, like, you know, and just be like, oh, it's fine, you know, I'll just send them a long text, Merry Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is worth like that extra commitment, that extra little step to make them feel special. And because like, you'll look.
And not just from us. It was also like, I remember your family reached out to me on the holidays and birthdays and all that, you know, just being involved. And I'd like to think my family done the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I'm sure they did.
Yes.
But it was good to have everyone involved.
Yeah, that's definitely
it just helps in a very big way that you don't even know is helping.
Yeah.
Just like you don't feel in it.
Yeah, because I feel like we would have spent like, I can't remember, 2 or 3 Christmases apart.
Yeah.
And it's like those just like, instead of any, I mean, of course it's sad to think, oh, that sucks. But like we still made memories. We still have times, like all of these things we're talking about, like the birthday where I sent you that video and all of that. Yeah. Things like it was still like really good memories that we have to look back on.
Yeah.
And it was worth the extra effort and the extra planning and all of that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, really, if I've got any advice, just don't do long distance.
Oh my gosh. You really got to stop saying that. Everyone's going to be like, okay, I'm out. No more listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just preparing you.
It's very hard, but look at us. We're engaged now. So, you know, it can work.
Honey.
Yeah, I would just say definitely make sure you put in some effort. Takes time to plan it. Get everyone involved in the holidays and the birthdays.
Spark your imagination up because you're going to need it.
Yes, that's true.
Very
true.
Yeah.
They have ChatGPT now. That wasn't really a thing back in the day.
No, that's cheating. That's not fair.
Make it come from the heart.
Yeah.
Make it come from
I wish I had that bad boy by my side.
Oh my gosh.
I would have had some cool stuff.
Hey, you can do it now. Surprise me with a magical date or something.
You go to the one end of the house, I'll go to the other. It'd be long distance.
Oh my gosh. Let's not do that. We did our time.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so now we'll get into our Love Notes segment, which is our segment at the end of each episode where we read your guys' submission or question. You can write in with a link in our Instagram bio or on YouTube. Anything, question about us, question about your relationship, your friendship, something going on.
Yeah, and if you write in and if you feel like we missed the point, just shoot it again and we'll try and hit it more on the head for you.
Definitely. Also, it is actually anonymous. Like, we won't share anything, but we actually can't even see who you are. So as long as you don't like write anything that tells us who you are, we actually really don't know who's writing in. So it's anonymous. But anyway.
What's your front name? Who are you?
Who are you? So anyway, today we have a question.
Hit me.
What was the longest period of time that you had to go without calling each other?
Oh.
That's a good one. I actually don't know the answer, really. We, like I have said before, it was a really big priority, like for me especially, and I think you as well, to talk like every day, like if we could.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I remember, probably the longest period of time we talked like very briefly was after my surgery.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Because I was just sort of zonked out. And I was just trying to stay on the medication so I didn't have any pain and stuff. And I just wanted to sleep the whole time.
Yeah.
So there's probably like 3 or 4 days there where I was pretty mellowed out and we didn't talk much. But other than that, nothing comes to mind where...
We didn't go like a long week or anything.
No. Like even when I worked away, I would still call.
Yeah. When you were out of town.
So yeah, I could probably say maybe 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah. Even then, probably even a quick like minute phone call. Just say, hey.
There was still definitely a quick phone call in there, but we were pretty good at having a minimum of 30 minutes on the phone nearly every night.
Yeah.
Which is something we planned.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to say probably 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well. Yeah.
And by that time, we'd already missed out on so much. I mean, not when I was laying on the couch, but what you'd been up to and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it was important to us, like we said, to talk as much as we could, and so we
and
never,
that's what worked for us.
We never let it get any longer than a couple of days or anything. Like maybe at first, like when we first like really started dating, like in those first couple of months we were apart, maybe there was longer, but we were texting and stuff every day. We were talking
ever since we sort of signed up for being together.
Yeah, it was.
You know, when we signed up. Yeah,
you signed up. Tryouts.
That's about as long as I can think of. So not too long at all. No. We wouldn't like it any longer. Some people might like it longer.
Yeah, true. I mean, like some people,
everyone's going to be
probably different. Like talking every day might not work with your schedule. Like,
no.
Yeah, I totally get that. And yeah, if it didn't work for us, like, thankfully we made it work in the phase of life that we were in. It just worked out. Like I was in school and I could kind of wake up when I needed to around class and stuff. So we made it work. But yeah, obviously that wouldn't work for everyone. So you got to work out your schedule and how it works.
Yep.
Very good. Oh, well, that's our episode today, guys.
Thanks.
Write in. Don't forget to write in love notes for next week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube as well. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.